The Seamen's Church Institute is open to everybody. The building here is open to the public 365 days a year. Okay. The clientele that we serve is varied. We do a lot of work with folks who live and work on the waterfront here. The history was it began in 1919. Our founders were parishioners of Trinity Church. And what they wanted to accomplish was to have a place in downtown Newport where sailors, when they would come ashore, would have a place to call their own, a place to gather and socialize. And then in 1930, through the generosity of the Wetmore sisters, this building was constructed and donated specifically for our purpose. We've been the only inhabitants of the building since 1930. As a matter of fact, when you come in the front foyer, you'll see two pictures on the left-hand side of what the building used to look like. The greatest thing when you first walk in the foyer here, you see the mural of Narragansett Bay that was done by Bill Drury. That was done in 1930 when the building was open. On the second floor, you go up a grand staircase to the second floor, and up there now we have what is really our memorial lobby. It has pictures up there of friends and mariners who have died, and their families and loved ones wanted pictures here to reside in our foyer here at the Seamen's Church Institute. Upstairs also there is the Henry H. Anderson Jr. Library for Mariners, which was dedicated about 2 years ago in honor of Harry Anderson, who is one of our great board members, past Commodore of the New York Yacht Club, and very active still in the Seamen's Church Institute. Off the library is our great Chapel of the Sea. It has a series of fresco paintings up there, all having something to do with the sea. We have 10 rooms on the third floor that we rent out. It's meant to be transitional housing, somebody just trying to get their feet on the ground, work hard enough to save some money to get an apartment, that type of thing, or save enough money to move on. As the waterfront has changed and the Navy has changed its complexion here, Seamen's Church Institute has had to adapt to what is taking place on the harbor, and we've done that. The lobstermen, the fishermen, the workers all along the waterfront are part of our clientele and the folks that we look forward to helping. In the summer, of course, Newport has a lot of transient boaters coming through here, and they are looking for places where they can shower, where they can do laundry. They want to look, where can I have my mail kept, and can I pick it up? Where can I spend a day when it's a lousy day out on the mooring field? Where can I have Wi-Fi? Where can I get an inexpensive meal? Where can somebody help me to get my groceries or to get some part of my boat fixed and that type of thing? So we also help transient boaters that come through here. Then third part of our constituency are people in the Newport community who, for whatever reason, find themselves having a need for, I need a place to stay to solve a family situation. I need assistance with paying my rent, my utilities going to be shut off. The children need clothes for school, that type of thing. So we really have three constituencies. The people on the Newport waterfront, transient boaters coming through, and then people in the Newport community. We did have a particular instance back about 4 years ago where there was a Russian couple that came into the harbor. So when they came in here looking for assistance from immigration, so of course the red flag goes up on the computer, and his wife and two children were staying on a very small boat initially off of Goat Island. They came into us looking for assistance, wanting to know what to do. And in that period, from July through October, we provided a lot of support services for that family. We worked with the community to get the boat repaired, put a new engine in it, installed a new head, a lot of navigation equipment. A lot of that was paid for by the community, but all of that was coordinated through the Seamen's Church Institute. Thanksgiving is really great here. What we do is we open the doors and we have a Thanksgiving meal that's open to the community. And it is entirely staffed by volunteers. And we cook a traditional turkey dinner. And we serve it, and we serve anywhere between 75 and 80 people that will come through from the hours of 1 to 3. We built on that for Christmas because we realized there was no place open on Christmas Day to provide meals to anybody who didn't have the ability to go someplace. So what we do, again, staffed entirely by volunteers, we provide a Christmas breakfast. We serve about 125 to 150 people a breakfast. Through the generosity of one of our board members, he asked if his family could become involved in doing that on a day other than Christmas. So what we do is between Christmas and New Year's, we pick another day during that week, and we do another breakfast here. So in total, between the 3 meals that we do, we serve about 300 people. And it's really great because between Christmas and New Year's, the soup kitchen that serves breakfast every day is closed during that week. So we're really filling a need for those in the community. The staff is unbelievable. Very small, staff-wise here, but just great, great people that know that we're here to help people. That's what Seamen's is all about. There are really 2 of us that are full-time, myself and Anna D'Souza, who's the business office manager, and Anna has been here 25 plus years. I was on the board 7 years prior to being asked to take over as the superintendent of it. And what I did is I asked to be on the board. I approached Rick Rovner, who was then vice president. I was here for a social function. And I just liked the feel of the organization. When you walk in here, it has a wonderful feel, especially up in the library and the chapel area. This community is so great when it comes to human service organizations or any organization that helps people with a need. And we interact with several of them. What we do is we call upon each other and just saying, okay, I can do a portion, can you do a portion? So we collaborate in solving the problem. We estimate that we have about 25,000 visitors a year that come through here. Those are folks who will be coming here for meetings. We have about 300 meetings a year here that are not associated with Seamen's Church Institute. It's the Navy War College having off-site seminars. It's AA holding 3 meetings a week here. Just this past Saturday, the Martin Luther King Center had a strategy session for their board, all-day strategy session here, and they used this room. Kodak, just up the street from us, had a small staff meeting here to get off-site, that type of thing. So we use it for those purposes. We serve about 12,000 meals a year. We help about 500 residents of Newport through our administration of the Cranston Fund. We get a fair amount of donations of clothing and food from the community. And if we can use it here, we put a clothing box out downstairs so anybody coming through finds a sweatshirt, a jacket, a hat, gloves, those types of things, welcome to it. And then if there are things that we can't use, then we pass them on to other agencies in the community. Our annual budget is about $400,000, and it probably comes from approximately 5 categories. 25% of that comes from, we have our own cafe here that we run where we serve breakfast and lunch. Another 25% of that comes from the community, whether it is through donations, our writing grants to foundations, or holding special events, social events. So about $100,000 comes from that, and we have to do that every year. I'm really excited about the future of Seamen's Church Institute. When you consider that next year the Institute's going to be celebrating 90 years of service to the waterfront. With the community's ongoing support, we look forward to continuing this tradition of assisting those in need.